Stacy Lewis, the world #1 and the defending champion of the RICOH Women's British Open. And Stacy, you also won in Arkansas a few weeks ago. That's like the 6th major for you. You must be still riding on a high from that.
Yeah, that win a couple weeks ago was pretty unbelievable. So it was nice to have last week off just because I was pretty exhausted from those previous 2 weeks. So, but that win to me, it means a lot. You know, it's up there with the major championships. So I'm excited coming here, just riding the good momentum and coming back over to the British Open.
Yeah, as we said, you won at St. Andrews last year. How does that course compare to Royal Birkdale?
Well, St. Andrews is completely different from Birkdale. You've got St. Andrews where you can, the big double fairways, you can hit it anywhere. But here it's really tight, pretty narrow, and really the rough is very thick this week, and it's going to be a penalty. And then you got double greens at St. Andrews, and here you have the greens are probably a quarter of the size they are at St. Andrews. So it's a little bit different. You know, you got to strategize a little bit more, kind of think your way around. But I like that kind of thing. I like that sort of challenge. You know, it reminds me a little bit more, honestly, of the Pinehurst #2 where we played the U.S. Open.
And you finished 2nd there, so that's, yeah. So what part of your game needs to be sharpest this week to play well or to win?
I think hitting off the tee is going to be the key, and that's not only drivers. It's going to be some 3-wood, some hybrids, maybe some irons, but it's playing, hitting to the right spots, hitting the right shot at the right time. You know, you can have some wedges into holes, but you got to be pretty aggressive with drivers. So I think what the key to this week is playing smart.
And you grew up in Texas playing in the wind, and you have a really good record at the RICOH British Open. Do you credit that to growing up playing in the wind?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Texas certainly helps, and I think I could go back to 2010 when I played here at Birkdale, and we played in some nasty weather that week, but that was really the first time I truly learned how to play links golf and understood it. You know, it wasn't about hitting that perfect golf shot and the perfect flight. It was just getting the ball in the hole, and that's what links golf is about. And so that's really kind of where, you know, my mindset changed, and I learned how to play this style of golf more. And so it's nice to be back. I think this is one of the best golf courses in the rotation of courses that we play. So I think we're all excited to be here.
What makes it one of the best?
That it's very fair. You know, it's if you hit a good shot, you're going to get rewarded. If you don't, you're probably going to be in a bunker in the rough. But if you hit a good shot, you're rewarded. That's the biggest thing, and you've got room to miss it. You know, there's always a layup spot. You can be aggressive, but there's always that option too of laying back.
And the Americans are obviously on quite the surge, with Lexi winning the Craft, with Michelle winning the U.S. Women's Open, and you winning 3 of their last 7 starts. What do you attribute this success to?
I think a lot of it is, I think you can go back to Solheim Cup last fall where we got beat pretty good, and you know, I think it was a wake-up call for everybody, you know, that we needed to step up and play better. But I think a lot of it is a lot of the Americans are so young, and they just don't have that experience of playing in final groups and learning how to win. And they're finally, after a couple of years, they've gotten that experience, and so they know how to win now. And that's the biggest deal, is that, you know, they first year on tour, they didn't know how to win, and so they're learning how to do it. And you know, we're watching each other. You know, Michelle and I work out together, and Jessica Corda does too. And you know, we see each other working hard, and it makes you want to go work hard too.
And finally, we're near Liverpool, where the Beatles became big. Are you a Beatles fan, and what's your favorite song?
Oh gosh, I am not much of a Beatles fan at all, so I can't help you there.
All right, that's all right. Thanks so much for your time, and play well this week.
Thank you.